Jeff, you recently wrote a book, and I was wondering if you could tell me the title of it first.
Not Effing Around, the no bullshit guide for getting your creative dreams off the ground.
Okay, I like the title, but why the title?
Why the title? Well, it's straight to the point, and it pretty much says what the book is about in one line. So, yeah.
So where were you when you decided to come up with this idea, and was there something in your life that triggered that in you, where you said, you know what, Jeff, this is no more NFA, which is, I know, your catchphrase, which is really cool, which anybody who hears it knows, okay, it's a kick in the ass. It means let's get going. But did that happen to you? Did something happen?
Well, I have always generally been NFA in my life without knowing it was called that. I've always been, pretty motivated and ambitious to do things, mostly creative things and business ideas. Even as a kid, I really got into music and, played in lots of bands and got the 4-track and did that kind of stuff. Wanted to move to LA and become a rock star. I did move to LA, didn't quite become a rock star, but that's okay. But this book happened sort of by accident. I had a free Saturday or Sunday morning one day, and I coffeed up at a local Seattle coffee shop. And I just started writing, as I, often do. And I wrote like one of the chapters or something in the book. And when I was done, I was like, this would be a good idea for a book. To just like empowering creatives. And what I realized after I wrote the book was that not everything, but many things in my life were actually leading up to this book. So for instance, I have been a creative person my whole life, a musician, a filmmaker, a writer, photographer, etc. But I've also been into empowering people my whole life. I was a music journalist where I was empowering, other musicians. I've been a teacher, and I am a teacher of songwriting at a college up near Tacoma, near Seattle. I'm a life coach, right? When life coach stuff, I practice something called NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Repatterning, which is a talk therapy or counseling to help people untangle the subconscious blocks that keep them down in various different ways. So after I wrote this book, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, you know what? This is the perfect, this is actually my mission. It's like being creative and empowering people. But I didn't know that before I wrote the book. Makes any sense?
It does. Yeah. Did you share the idea with anyone?
Sure.
Initially?
Yeah, a friend of mine, Steve, we came up with the term NFA probably a couple of years before I wrote the book. But we come up with lots of weird words and terms. And then this one just kind of resurfaced. So it seemed like a good idea for a title.